hey, what's your major? And we're like, oh, I'm undecided. I don't have a major yet. And I'm like, that's not normal. Because when you're in Kenya, you always decide your major when you're in high school. That's how you apply to colleges. Hey y'all, thank you so much for checking out Studying Abroad with Iron, where I share authentic information about studying abroad from my own personal experiences and from the experiences of those that I know. Hashtag international students making it, hashtag dreams come true. Before I continue on to the video, ensure that you have subscribed so that you don't miss out, so that notification button, turn that notification button so that you will receive updates on new upcoming videos, and also ensure that you share with your friends or those who may need this video. Going straight onto the video, today I'll be talking about whether it's worth studying in the USA, is it worth studying abroad in America, and what are some of the benefits that you get as international students studying in the United States of America. And as I said before, I'm originally from Kenya. That is where I did all my high school, primary school, high school, and I also had attended university in University of Nairobi for 1 year. So I have both American education, American college experience, and also Kenyan university experience. So that is why I feel like this information is really from a very personal perspective, because I have both the experiences. So just to say, I went to University of Nairobi in Kenya for 1 year, and I came to Berea after that 1 year, and it was totally different experiences. I can tell you, like, it's extremely different. At University of Nairobi, I didn't have homework for like 2 weeks or even in a month I had like one homework, and in Berea I had homework every single day for every single subject. So it's like very different academic systems. So just to let you know, so the information I'm going to be sharing today is I've evaluated both differences, studying in University of Nairobi and studying in America. And one of the things that I like about studying in America, I think it's been one of my best experiences here, because I get to meet so many different people. So number one is cultural diversity. When I'm studying in the USA, I get a chance to meet people from all over the world, because usually when I was in Kenya, you only read these things in the map, you learn about different countries in geography, but you really don't get a chance to actually meet people from these countries. And that is one thing, America is the melting pot for everybody. You have people from all over the world. So cultural diversity is really key, and it just improves your cross-cultural experience and gives you that global perspective. So I had friends from Venezuela, friends from India, I have friends, my really good friends from Burundi, my roommates for the past 2 years has been from Burundi. So just give that opportunity to meet from different people. And I also have people that have been able to study abroad because, you know, they meet somebody from those countries and they were able to go to those countries. So cultural diversity is really key, because I feel in the current world, you can only succeed if you know how to operate on a global perspective, and knowing how different cultures interact with different things is good for you as a person and for your growth. Another thing that I liked about studying in America is flexibility in declaring your major. So when I came here, I would ask everybody like, hey, what's your major? And we're like, oh, I'm undecided. I don't have a major yet. And I was like, that's not normal. Because when you're in Kenya, you always decide your major when you're in high school. That's how you apply to colleges. So when I was in Kenya, I had to sign up for metrology because of the cutoff system. But that's not what I wanted to do, and I couldn't change it either. Or if I changed it, it had to be something that's smaller than that. But within the USA, you have that freedom. When you come to college, you don't have to declare your major at the get-go. You can spend like 3 years trying to find what you really like in this life, because you can go to college thinking that, oh, this is what I'm going to like, but it's not it. So just having that flexibility to change your major anytime, explore different things, and actually find your true passion in your majors. So my sophomore year, I decided to actually explore computer science. So I ended up graduating with economics and computer science major. And I would have not been able to do computer science when I was in Kenya, because you have to get 84 points for the computer science programs to accept you. But in America, you can literally do anything. Another thing that I really liked about studying in the USA definitely is the critical thinking. So when I first started, I had to take this class on global, on writing, and it was actually to emphasize your critical thinking, and we did writing like 10 pages of paper, which I never did when I was in Kenya. and it's cover like areas of philosophy. What does it mean to be human? It gives you that opportunity to actually think critically from very different perspectives. So in this class we talked about what does it mean to be human from a religious perspective, from an Islam perspective, from a philosophical perspective. So it just gives you that opportunity to develop your, it's not just about ABCD, it's more about, are you able to actually explain stuff, everything? Can you explain it in your own words? What do you feel about it? Because it's not like everything that people write out there is right. So it gives you the opportunity to challenge everything. So for example, in my calculus class, we literally had to write notes. Imagine describing how x plus y works in words in 2 pages. It's crazy, but it just gives that opportunity to be able to explain things in a very good way. Another thing that I like about American education system is definitely the connection between the classroom and the outside world. Career development is pretty key. In every school they have career development centers, and it is something that is not really emphasized in other countries. Well, I would speak for Kenya. When I was doing metrology back home, I didn't see a lot of emphasis from the get-go, from freshman year, that tells you to get involved in other activities that help you grow your professional and career. So that is something that I really like about American education system. They have internships, companies have internships, companies comes to school, but you rarely see that. I rarely saw that when I was in Kenya, where companies actually come to look for interns. Company wants interns. In Kenya, I felt like you went to beg for internships, which sometimes they are not even there, and sometimes you have to even like bribe. So that is something I really like about here, is that availability of career development, and also in the workforce, the ability of actually be able to do internship anywhere that you want. Number 5 is exposure to general studies, especially if you're in a liberal arts school. So Berea is a liberal arts education, and when I was in Berea, I had that opportunity to actually take so many classes in different things. Some of them I didn't want to, but I ended up liking it because you're able to learn about women and gender studies, different stuff about women, different stuff about history, learn about the French Revolution, which I didn't have a lot of information about. And then you can also learn about, like, if you wanna explore arts, you can do that. So it just gives you that opportunity to do other stuff that are not just within your major. When you're a doctor, it's really good to understand certain things about history, about different cultures. Number 6 is the college and social experience. It's fun. It's fun to study in the USA. You always have all these activities. You have a whole center dedicated for creating events, creating activities for students. And usually they're run by students, but you have that fund allocated to that area where actually students are encouraged to engage in different stuff. They have different events. In Berea, we used to have different dances. We have cosmopolitan show where you showcase your talent from your country, and you see performances from other countries like Indian dances, Latin American dances. You have parties if you like partying, and those are all like catered by the school most of the time. So it's just a nice, fun college experience where it's just not books, sleep, books, sleep. But you also have that fun experience, and fun in a really good way, because you just don't want to be the one that's always on books. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm good in class. I go to different events. I didn't miss events. African Student Association, we always had events, and I always attended, and they were always fun. You just need something to unplug from the books. So the last thing, which this is a bonus tip, point number 7, this is bonus, and I think this is just a Berea thing. Something that I like, which probably other schools have, is the support that they have for international students. So Berea College in specific we have a whole week of orientation before students actually come in for international students, and they have a really huge support for international students. They want to ensure that you grow. When you're going through challenges, they want to support you. If you're taking so many classes and you're struggling, the international students kind of advocate for you to drop some classes. So it's really nice, and if you have issues maybe at home, you can talk to them and they can find ways of helping you. So international student centers are also very helpful for international students, and this may not be the same in every school. Berea was really huge, because I know other schools where international students are really struggling, they have hard time adapting, but our international center really supported us, and I like that about Berea College. So that's a bonus for Berea. Anyways, that's all for today, and ensure that you share this information with somebody else, And if there's anything else you want me to talk about, just let me know. I'm here to provide this information to help future aspiring international students and current international students.